Good morning. Hey, everyone. Let me find my chat on my phone. I got my coffee brewing, guys. Sorry you can hear it. Okay, let me make sure my volume's down. Okay. Light Feather, Miss Murder, Will. Welcome, Miss Murder. How are you? How's everyone doing? Did everyone have a good weekend? Hold on one sec. Let me fix my coffee pot real quick. My little beagle's been a crybaby this morning, so she's got everything out of whack. I'm just now getting my other pot of coffee made. Miss Murder, I'm going to start, I think I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm pretty sure I am. But I'm going to start watching your content. I've been looking for some, channels to watch consistently. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Hey, Southern Mom. Jamie, how are y'all? Did everyone have a good weekend? Vicky? I had a good weekend. It was just like kind of busy, just like work's never done. There's always something to do. Karen, making coffee now. I am too. Something's wrong with my coffee pot. I have to go over there every few minutes and like move my pot so that it'll like drain through. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Pamela. Miss Murder, thank you. I'm true crime, no drama, fun stuff mixed in. That's the way I do too. I am very unprofessional. I digress a lot. I talk about my rooster and my goat. And just true crime. I like to joke around and have a good time too. The drama's for the birds. Did I say hey to Faithful One? I can't remember. My PTSD stuff, man, it affects my memory so bad. You been working in your yard, Jamie? Pamela says, good morning, everyone. I just set my coffee cup on the table. Is Mel in here? How come I can't see Mel? Cece, I agree. I found 3 pairs of Levi's 501 for my youth above in the attic. I want to get me a toe in 2-1. A what, Karen? Levi's 501. They're probably vintage, Karen. You can turn those old Levi's into a cool purse if you know what you're doing. Although COVID has me bored that I'm taking royalty-free music from YouTube library and writing songs, the first one will be called You Can't Stop Talking About Us. Man, there was some crap went down on YouTube this weekend. I am not going to talk about it because I'm just not going to promote it or whatever, but I'm just saying. It's crazy on here. Totally crazy. Oh, Will, thank you so much. Super sticker. That's sweet of you. I appreciate that. I know money's tight during this coronavirus stuff. And it has gotten even crazier out in the world because of the coronavirus. Thank you again, Will. I appreciate that, sweetie. Anybody that's not subscribed to Will, maybe that's going to watch the replay, subscribe to 411 now. Awesome True Crime and Miss Murder Australia. Or it's just Miss Murder now. Excuse me. Check her channel out. So speaking of coronavirus, Nadia the tiger at the Bronx Zoo has tested positive for coronavirus, along with her sister and a few more cats. I'll pull up the article, but it said it's one of the first, she's one of the first animals to test positive for this COVID, whatever you call it. But in the article, it did say that there had been alleged reports of other animals testing for it. I love her name, Nadia. She's 4 years old. And they think that she got it from a zookeeper. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm sorry my coffee pot's so loud. It'll stop in a second. My apologies. Nadia is believed to be the first known case of animal infected with COVID-19 in the U.S. The Bronx Zoo in New York City says the test results was confirmed by the National Veterinary Services Laboratory in Iowa. Nadia, along with 6 other big cats, is thought to have been infected by a zookeeper. Okay, it says the cat started showing symptoms, including a dry cough, late last month after exposure to the employee who has not been identified. Hold on, guys. Oh, gosh. That is so loud. Goodness gracious. This is like the worst coffee pot in the world. Sorry, guys. So the cats are isolated and expected to survive. I think there was a couple of lions along with Nadia and her sister. But they're all going to make a recovery, they said. So that's good. I didn't know that. I mean, I just thought that was like a rumor or a myth that animals could get it. Hey, Shay Shay. It's good to see you. Poor tigers. Yeah, I'm wondering how it affects the animals, Will. Will, how are you feeling now? This coronavirus has made people crazy. Let me get my notes here. There was a man that tried to set his wife on fire because he's not going to be getting the stimulus check. And he was pissed off. So he tried to set his disabled wife on fire. Okay, it happened in Albuquerque. Joe Messias, 63 years old. It didn't name his wife for some reason. I looked several different places for her name. But he allegedly came home. He was drinking beer. He wanted to leave and go get more beer. And he was already mad because he wasn't going to get the stimulus check. His wife told him she didn't want him to drink and drive. He got mad. He went and got gas, pushed her down to the floor, and threw gas on her, tried to light her on fire, but the lighter would not strike because it had got wet with the gas. That was a miracle. So I guess she was able to call 911, and he was arrested for attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated battery. And that was Wednesday night, like at 8:30 p.m. I mean, people are going crazy over this coronavirus. Hey, Wendy V. Holy shit, she said, I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah. And he actually kind of looks like the Golden State Killer a little bit. I mean, he has to have something going on. I mean, in his brain to do something like that, off in the head. Then there was a food bank in Utah giving out food, and they was putting candy in the bags, right? Well, two kids, age 11 and 5, ate the candy, and it was marijuana-infused candy. And they got sick. Yeah. But I saw the picture of the candy. It clearly said that it had marijuana on it, on the package. I guess the parents weren't paying attention. It had like 400 milligrams of THC. It's a good amount. Hey, Donna Marie. Did I say hey to Lisa? Hey, Lisa. Oh, it is nighttime for you. I forgot. I always forget, like, not everybody's on my time. I know, faithful one, it is awful. And then there was a husband in Illinois, and he thought him and his wife had coronavirus. So he shot her in the head, went into another room, shot himself in the head. And it was in Lockport Township, Illinois. Patrick Jesernick. He was 54 years old. His wife, Cheryl, was 59. And that happened Thursday night. Family members hadn't seen them, so, they got police to do a welfare check and discovered them. And they said their house was like really neat and orderly. But yeah, thought they were infected with the coronavirus. Hey, Chrissy, good morning. Hey, Very Mary. I about missed her too. I think I missed Tremaine too. Hey, Tremaine. It is sad. People have to have some type of mental illness to, just kill themselves over maybe getting the coronavirus. I mean, yeah, it's killing people, but people also survive. There was like a woman, 100 and what did I say the other day? She was like 102, and she survived the coronavirus. Yeah, they were talking about it on HLN. Oh, it's after midnight for Wendy V. Oh, my goodness. Well, I live in a very nice area. Lots of long-time married, good people around me. Hearing a good few backs off. Yeah, I live in a good area, too. Donna Marie, I saw that. Oh, you saw what I'm talking about? Was you looking on Crime Online, too, this morning, Donna? I always look at Crime Online and People Magazine, Oxygen. They got some crazy stuff on there. I came across an article about Lori Vallow and some court documents, I guess, that came out. Let me find it so I don't get mixed up. But this woman is a complete freaking nut. I mean, she really is. I hate to say that. I mean, she's got something bad wrong with her. Let me put it that way. I shouldn't say complete freaking nut because my grandfather was schizophrenic. But, I mean, I don't know how else to describe this woman, really. Okay, it says a newly published document describes the alleged religious beliefs of the mom of two missing Idaho children, including the existence of zombies, teleportation, and people who have been possessed by a demon, according to the husband of Lori Vallow Daybell's niece. The document was written by Ian Pelosi, the husband of Melanie Pelosi, and filed by her ex-husband, Brandon Boudreaux, as part of their ongoing custody battle over their 4 children in Maricopa County, Arizona. Melanie's attorneys say the document, first obtained by EastIdahoNews.com and written by Ian after he met with law enforcement officers, contains extremist beliefs that Melanie does not hold. Among those beliefs are the existence of translated beings who may, with the Lord's permission, teleport, and zombies who have had their original spirits forced from them and have been possessed by a demon, a disembodied spirit, or a worm/slug. What the hell? The document, which Melanie's attorneys calls Ian's summary of information given to law enforcement in their statement. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. I think it's Ian. Okay. Also contains disturbing details about Lori's missing children, Joshua Vallow 7, Tylee Ryan 17. Okay. In the document, he wrote that Melanie told him she was concerned that Lori's late brother, Alex Cox, might have had something to do with the disappearance of JJ and Tylee. I told y'all. That's what I believe. Alex Cox, Lori's brother, did her dirty work for her. He got rid of Charles. Possibly could have had something to do with Joseph Ryan's death. Maybe. Never know, probably. Tammy Daybell, he had something to do with that, and he done something to the kids. He was her hitman, and that's why he's dead. She probably talked him into killing himself or poisoning himself. Okay. Sorry, guys, I got off track there. Melanie had been told by Chad and Lori that their children had been possessed and had become zombies, Pelosi wrote. She shared concerns that she'd been told Brandon Boudreaux needed to die, and that may indicate that Tylee and JJ needed to die as well. Sick freaks. She told me she was worried that Alex Cox, may have had to take care of the kids. She explained that Alex had great faith and never wavered in his trust in the Lord. No task would be too difficult or great for him. When I asked for clarification, she restated her concern verbatim. On September 8, 2019, Tylee and JJ visited Yellowstone with their mother and Alex Cox. That trip was the last time anyone saw Tylee. JJ was seen at his elementary school in Rexburg, Idaho on September 23rd, according to authorities. Alex Cox died months later on December 12th, and his death is currently under investigation. Brandon Boudreaux has also alleged in court filings that Alex Cox was the man who shot at him outside of Brandon's home in Arizona on October 2nd. Neither Ian Pelosi nor an attorney for Brandon Boudreaux responded to requests for comment. Okay, so Melanie's attorney, Robert P. Jarvis and Garrett L. Smith, issued a statement accusing her ex-husband, Brandon, of lies and deception, and said Ian's summary of information given to law enforcement, written and delivered to Melanie's lawyers, includes his conclusions that Melanie is not part of the extremist group. I think she followed Lori to a certain point, but then she saw it was like crazy, Lori's beliefs. And I do believe Lori had these kids killed. I've always thought it was something to do with religion, the reason that she killed them. I thought like maybe, one of those sacrifices they do or something. I knew it had something to do with her extremist beliefs. Mel's husband's got a fan club now. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Emily. Love you, girl. Oh yeah, Will's got a podcast, taco podcast with him and his wife. If you guys would like to check it out, pretty cool. I'm just wondering if the kids are deceased, where are their bodies? I bet Tylee never left Yellowstone Park that day. I believe Lori's going down. There was a leaked email and a cop saying, basically gathering evidence so they can charge her. About to do it. I hope her and Chad both go down, because I also read there was some digital evidence that may link Alex Cox to Tammy Daybell's death. Hopefully they'll get those autopsy results back. I think they gave her some kind of drug or something to make her heart stop. Hopefully it wasn't something that's untraceable. Okay, let me get back to my chat here. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? My sleep patterns are messed up too. Well, not really. I'm just sleeping later than I used to since the time changed. So have y'all been following this Tiger King stuff still? I have, of course, because it's never ending with Joe Exotic. I think he got transferred, and I saw an article like where you could write to him, but he's only responding to people that give him money. He's only responding to their emails and letters if you're giving him money. And I bet he is getting a lot of emails and letters right now. And Carol Baskin. I believe Carol Baskin had something to do with her husband Don's disappearance. I really do, because he had just filed I think it was like a petition for a restraining order. He was scared of Carol. He was going to divorce her. He was like a millionaire, from what I read. And he was going to divorce her, and then all of a sudden he just like disappears. Then after 5 years, she gets him declared legally dead and collects the life insurance. Oh my gosh, my ear just started ringing. I hate when that happens. I can't stand her either, Very Mary. She put up a video the other day, and she was explaining like when she was younger about meeting this rich guy, drove this nice car, and I think he was a doctor, she was saying. And then she decided to go with Don because Don decided to divorce his wife. And I was just like, why are you even on YouTube telling this freaking story in a video? I mean, I thought it looked bad on her. She was messing with a married man. Don was married. Go check it out, guys. It's easy to find Carol Baskin's videos in her latest uploads. She's got two channels. There's the Big Cat Rescue, and then there's Big Cat Daily. Yeah, she's got like the whole story, everything she says in a video wrote down in the description. Cece, with your southern accent, the way you talk about animals, he probably wouldn't even take money from you. You could try to write him, Cece. I know. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it. Carol effing Baskin, as Joe says, is a bad person too. She's a hypocrite. And I've been watching this Jeff Lowe. I just saw a little Twitter video and him and his stupid little girlfriend saying that there's like going to be a surprise episode, another episode to come or something. But they're just like eating this up, guys. They're just loving it, being the center of attention. Every damn one of them. I don't think Carol's loving it too much because now everybody thinks she fed her husband to the tigers. I learned something interesting about tigers, though. They eat bones and all. They can dissolve the bones in their stomach and stuff. Yeah. Bones and all. And I listened to an interview that Joe Exotic did 1 year ago with Danny Mendez. Danny Mendez just did another interview with him from prison the other day. But the one from a year ago, lady, excuse me, she's in here slurping water. They always want to come in here when I'm in here. Okay, from a year ago. There's a video of Joe Exotic getting drugged by a liger. He's doing like a video, I think, for his campaign, run for governor or president. And this liger starts smelling of Joe's shoes. And you could tell there was something on Joe's shoes if you go back and watch that video. And because it was just like dead set on something on Joe's shoes, and it grabs a hold of Joe, ends up dragging him. He has to fire his gun because the other cat was coming up behind him. Because, when one animal's got something, the other one will join in and, it could have been bad. But Joe, in that interview from a year ago with Danny, he said, someone put something on my shoes. They were trying to kill me. He said that Jeff Lowe put something on his shoes, cologne or something. And so I went and I watched that video. And there was definitely something on Joe's shoes that interested that cat quite a bit. So that was like really suspicious to me. I'm like, maybe Joe's just not running his mouth about that. Maybe someone did try to get him mauled by those cats. When Jeff Lowe was asked about that, I saw an interview. And he was just like, kind of bloated off. Well, Joe shouldn't have been in there with those cats filming that campaign video. Did you see that, Mary? There was definitely something on his shoes. You could tell. You could tell by the video. The cat was not going for any other part of his body except for those shoes. After something. I've not watched the whole documentary, but I've been watching Joe Exotic TV and just interviews and articles and everything. And I've learned a lot. A lot of what I've heard people say is in the documentary I watched on Joe Exotic TV on his channel. Hey, Annie. Good morning. I definitely think that Joe was set up with the murder for hire thing. I think he was kind of egged on a little bit about it because, it would have been dumb for him to had Carol murdered. I mean, he even said that in his interview from a year ago with Danny. He's like, I run my mouth a lot, said things he probably shouldn't have said, he was saying. So why would he go do that? Cops would have went directly to him. It don't make sense. He said after, like 10 years or more of arguing with, why would he do that? That seems really dumb. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Annie P. Will's in here. Yeah, he's in here. Pamela, so do I. Yeah, he was set up. Now, I think he did a lot of things that he shouldn't have done. And I think he loved animals, but I don't think the animals were always treated right. I don't think that's right, breeding those tigers and just making money off of them. That's not right. That's not rescuing. That's not a sanctuary when you do things like that. Those poor chimpanzees, locked up in those small enclosures. Now Joe Exotic says he knows how his chimpanzees and stuff felt. And if he got out of prison, that he's going to advocate for animals cages. Emily, I'm on the fence with him. He's not too well balanced, but there's a part of him I found slightly enduring the power got to me. I know that's the way I am, Emily. And I do think that Joe loved animals. But somehow he got corrupt, because there's one episode on Joe Exotic TV. He drives 47 miles to rescue this woman's cow out of some mud. Got stuck in some mud and some water. No big mud puddle. But anyways, it took them like all day long up until the night to get that cow out. Now, he could have done it just to have content, but he actually in the video seemed like he cared. He got obsessed with going to war with Carol Baskin and ruined himself. He lost everything, freedom and everything. He was very politically oriented. I watched the one video where he was talking about Trump. It cracks me up. He is a likable guy. Yeah, he's got all kinds of videos. Message to Trump, day so-and-so. I mean, I'm like, what the crap? I asked Mark, I was like, do you remember him running for president? It's like, hell no. Okay, so I went back and asked Mark about the gun situation, where Joe Exotic's husband, Travis, what's his name, Maldonado, accidentally shot himself. And I told him, I was like, it was a Ruger gun. Now, this is what he said. I was wrong about something the other day. He said, most guns won't fire when the clip's not in it. But there's some guns that will. If there's one in the chamber, and the clip's removed, some will. But he said most won't. Maybe it was an older gun, he said. It's weird. You just never know. This conversation makes me want to watch this. Yes, Shay. Hey, check out Joe Exotic TV. I mean, I got addicted to watching it. It's like watching a reality TV show. I mean, he'd have drama at the zoo and like he had drama with this one woman, went to her camper trailer and told her to get the hell out. He called the cops and everything. Hey, Paige, how are you? The farmer wanted to shoot that cow. Joe said no, and he took her back and got her on her feet. Is that what happened, Pamela? I didn't watch it till the end. I just watched it till they got the cow out. You could tell in the video he cared about getting that cow out. You can tell when someone really cares or they're doing it for show. I can, especially when it comes to animals. I can really tell if someone likes animals or not, how they interact with them. Speaking of animals, my goat is mad at me. She was still a little bit mad this morning. I sprayed her with flea spray yesterday for goats, flea and fly spray, tick spray, gnats, mosquitoes. It protects her against all that, because the bugs are really bad over there. And I noticed, she had little gnats landing on her and stuff. So I sprayed her and she got mad as hell. I mean, she's pissed. So I got to go make amends with her in a little bit. Yeah, she was not a happy camper. Mac, hey, welcome. I believe Joe and the whole narrative was strongly influenced by Netflix. They found a fertile soil to cultivate. Yeah. I bet Carol wishes, I know she wishes, she had never been in that documentary. She says that, and her husband said, they were misled by the Netflix producers. Doc Antle said that as well. Joe Exotic, he's happy as hell with it because now everybody in the world knows Carol Baskin may have killed her husband. Is it Carol Baskin or Baskins? Watch out when your goat is pissed. I know, Donna. It'd be awful if she ran me in the butt with her horns. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, she just wanted to shoot the cow, and he said no, took her home, and the next day they got her on her feet. Did I already read that? I watched him bury his chimpanzee that he said had been poisoned. That was a sad video, the way he buried her. Pamela, he said that PETA, or I think he said PETA, broke into the zoo and poisoned his chimpanzees. Dawn, I look forward to your next video on the farm. Well, it's going to be making amends with Annabelle. With the peanut butter sandwich, probably. That documentary started 5 years prior to all this happening. They had no idea all this would happen. Well, I heard that when those producers first started out, it was supposed to have been about reptiles. Then somehow got changed. Cece, is your goat on any videos? My pregnant granddaughter loves them. Would love to forward it to her. So, oh yeah, Emily, I have another channel. It's called Sunny's Funny Farm. I'll get you the link. Yeah, I post videos all the time. My rooster, my goat, Annabelle. My last daggone video, I was trying to enjoy the evening over there. My neighbors had this loud tool on in the background. I was like, oh my God. Oh, Mel's done got the link. Damn, girl, you're fast. Jesus. They say you really need to watch the documentary. Thanks for the link. I know it. I'm going to. Yeah, Will. We're all glad you're getting better. And I'm glad Mario's getting better. She had it too. I was trying to think. I thought there was someone else that had it. I can't think right off the top of my head. Karen says, the sign on my door says do not disturb. I'm disturbed enough as it is. Oh, me too. Yeah, Paige, she's quick. Mama's on top of it. And some moderators, they are just like really quick. Like I sometimes mod in Marsha's chat, you know how you'll have to approve comments. I never get to do it. Everybody's too quick. You'll go click and it'll say another moderator just done it. Bye, Lisa. Have a good day. Oh, thank you, Annie. Sweet wheat, ICC, I'm working and lurking. That's funny as hell. I've got jokes. Working and lurking. I do that a lot. Please pray for Mario that she gets a negative test this time so she can see her daughters finally. Yes, y'all remember Mario in your prayers. And Will. Bless her heart. She's been away from her kids. It seems like forever. It seems like she's been sick for a long time to me. For weeks and weeks. Oh, really, Will? Carol McDermott, a subscriber of mine and true crime loser, passed away on Saturday from COVID-19. Oh, my goodness. It's awful. A 7-week-old baby passed away up in Hartford last week. Well, we have one case of it here in my county. And I think there was maybe 1 or 2 cases over in Pikeville, Kentucky. But I know one of the cases from over in Pikeville, Kentucky, the teenager, young person, had been to spring break in Florida. Remember when all those spring breakers were in Florida when this first started going down? Yeah. Well, he got sick. One of them got sick that went. Oh, sweet wait. 22 years old, died from COVID last night. Oh, prayers. Gosh. A 30-year-old husband passed away in New Jersey. It's getting way scarier. I know it. It's getting really scary. It looks bad, y'all, up in New York and stuff. From what I've seen on the news, it kind of freaked me out a little bit how bad it is there. And I'm sure like New Jersey and stuff as well. But when I was watching on TV, it was just talking about like New York, and it was bad. So many people with it. No room at the hospitals, running out of respirators. It's crazy. And Philly, it's bad up there, Alyssa says. It's the next hot spot. Bless your heart. As of the middle of the night last night, we have lost 4 people here in my place. Oh my goodness. Here I just got a notification. Jaws actress dies of coronavirus at 91. Oh, she was the lady whose little boy got ate in the Jaws movie at the beginning. Remember? She slaps the sheriff. Chris Como's real sick with the coronavirus. He looked bad Saturday morning on HLN. He was Skyping from his home into the show. He looked bad. He said he would just like pop out in sweats and stuff. His face pain. Will, did you have the face pain? I watched the Girl Scout murders for a whole day the other day. It just left me empty inside. I can't imagine those children's parents. My heart goes out to them. Yeah, maybe we'll do the Girl Scout murders in the morning. I'll take y'all through the whole thing. And we can Google map it and take a look at the camping place. That's an interesting story. It's tragic. Will no face pain. Well, Chris Como was describing. I guess everybody has different symptoms. Maybe this really intense face pain. He'd break out in this sweat. You could tell he's sick as hell, just like the way Will looked when he was sick. Chris looked like that. You could tell he had lost weight too. Will, you look like you have lost like probably a good 15, 20 pounds to me. Where you were so sick. I was really, really worried about you. Some say it's like altitude poisoning, not like pneumonia or the flu. Oh my goodness. Crystal, we're doing the best we can. I'm glad, Chris. That's all we can do. Best we can. I lost 14 pounds in a week. I knew you lost weight. I knew it. I could tell in your face. And you were so pale. I was worried too, like Feather. I didn't want to say how much I was worried about it on here, but I really was. Because he smokes and stuff. I'm worried about all of us that smoke or got breathing problems. Guess who's outside, guys? Goose and duck. Hold on, let me go feed these little stinkers. Do y'all mind if I take the goose and duck some corn real quick? Hold on, babies. Where's my cup at? Hold on, guys. Let me get them some corn. Hey, sweetie. Did you go honk? Honk, honk. They may have already been out here for a while. They look like they were leaving. The little male duck is selfish. He eats first, and then when he gets done eating, he doesn't give her time to eat. He's selfish. Sorry, guys, about the interruption. I got to feed my little bird buddies. Well, I've been to hell and back. Sold my soul to the devil for a second chance, and he returned it and said it was damned good. The virus had no chance with me. Will. Oh, my goodness. I'm scared. I don't want my son to go out. I've been watching Do It Yourself, how to make a face mask. Mark's got this idea for a Do It Yourself mask. He's going to put together. He got these, like the little vent liners you can get to put like your heating vents, cooling vents. There's like these little filters you can get. Yeah, you could turn one of those into a mask. Because they're designed to catch all this, dust particles and all this. And you can actually breathe really good through it. So, anyways, he's into this do-it-yourself crap now. Well, the first night you were live with it, I wanted to jump through the internet, turn it off, and march you straight to bed, young man. I know, Emily, when he was live streaming and he was really sick, you could tell he was sick as a dog. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You need to rest. Southern Mom vacuum bags also, CC. Yeah, Southern Mom, when I get off here, I'll send you a picture of what he bought at Lowe's to do it with. That's a smart idea. Now we will be sold out of those. Yeah, let me see what it says on the back. They're laying right here. Okay. It just says 12-pack of vent filters. Okay, this is for the register, you know, the heat register, whatever you call it. Helps control dust, dirt, smoke, and pollen. Yeah. It was a really smart idea because you can, breathe through it and it's going to catch all the bad stuff. Well, I have like these head scarves. Like I bought them like at the Family Dollar store, but you could wear them like a bank robber would, you know. I'll just have to post a picture of them. I don't know how to describe them. It's not. They look like a bandana, like the bandana material, but it's like you just pull it over your head. It's weird. I'll just have to show it. I wonder how much longer this is going to last. This is probably going to last all through the summer and winter, guys. Do y'all think it will? And just think about it. Now we know it can be passed to animals because it got passed to Nadia the tiger and her sister and a couple of lions by a zookeeper that didn't know they were infected at the time. Who knew wearing a face mask and gloves is now acceptable when you go into a bank? I know. But criminals may take advantage of that. I gotta get some coffee. Mine went cold. It's really not safe to go out. And you know what? The stay at home order, some states you can get fined, for like having parties and stuff like that during this. CC, I have the scarf for you, bought in the 80s, Marilyn Monroe on it. I want to send it to you. It's a dusky pink. Oh, Karen, I would love to have that. Like, I love Marilyn Monroe. She's a beautiful woman. But she had a troubled soul, bless her heart. I love Marilyn Monroe. I love vintage stuff, anyways. Brooks Channel. Hello, welcome. Cat. I like that name, Cat. I'm essential with work. I miss my family. Are you working in the medical field, Cat? Oh, we can't go in the bank, only through the drive-thru. Oh, yeah, Michelle, I forgot about that. I ordered pizza the other day, and when the delivery driver came, I did not get close. I was standing like way far back. He's like, "You want change?" I'm like, no, keep the change. Oh, you work at the jail? Oh my goodness. Then you work hard for the money then, girl. I know. Stuff those COs have to put up with. Can't imagine having to deal with that. Now, animals have always had a different strand of corona. The only way it gets passed by animals, if you have it in your hands and pet them, it gets on their fur. Others who touch them can get it. Well, they're reporting that Nadia the tiger in the Bronx Zoo tested positive for COVID-19. Let me pull back up the article here. There's several articles about it. BBC News, ABC, New York Times, The Guardian, New York Post, and they all say the same thing. Bronx Zoo tiger tests positive for coronavirus. I know who Dr. Byung, what's his name? Byung, I think I know who he is. I watched one vet on here. I can't remember his name. Yeah, it says, Emily, it says Nadia is believed to be the first known case of an animal infected with COVID-19 in the U.S. Nadia, along with 6 other big cats, tested positive. And they had symptoms like dry cough. Wow. I wonder if, well, I'm sure dogs can catch it. Yeah, Emily. I had heard that they couldn't, it was a different type too, but they're saying it's COVID-19. Poor cat. I know. I love those big cats. You know, there's only like 3,000 tigers in the wild. That's not a lot at all. The Bronx Zoo, I love the Bronx Zoo. I watch them on Animal Planet all the time. I just watched the new season just started. I think it came on Friday night, maybe. I love the Bronx Zoo. They have an awesome setup. They mimic the animal's habitat the best they can. It's an awesome place. They teach conservation. Oh, so he's a doctor that knows about how lungs get affected. They don't seem to focus on the vomiting that come with COVID-19. I tested positive. That was my first symptom, and I thought I had the stomach virus. Oh my gosh, Brooks Channel. I hope you're okay. Are you still sick? I gave a kid a $10 tip the other night. My order is $15, so he was absolutely tickled. Yeah, that's what I gave. That's exactly what I gave that delivery driver. It was like $10. And it's just like a hop, skip, and a jump to deliver. But you know what? I thought, out trying to make a buck during this crazy time, deserve it. I would have gave him more if I could. Yeah, Brooke, we'll be keeping you in our prayers. Okay, Chrissy, let me see if I still got the link, probably my clipboard. There it is, Chrissy. Yeah, I have a second channel. I post videos. My goat, my rooster. Started out, it's Sunny's channel, my rooster's channel. Then Annabelle got added to it when I got her. I've been sick for a week now. I'm starting to go insane. I haven't had shortness of breath or anything. I was tested this morning at the hospital. I'm in Tennessee. Oh, I'm in Virginia, right next door. Well, we're praying for you. You can come and chat with us in the mornings. We do this every morning around 10:30. Cat, North Carolina in the house. Hey, you're not too far away either. I'm going to Myrtle Beach, guys. I'm going to South Carolina, and I'm going to go to the Myrtle Beach Safari. But you know what I heard? I heard it was $300 to get into Doc Antle's place. I noticed Doc Antle, one of his wives, has a YouTube channel too, with the little monkey she takes care of. Chimpanzee, my bad, chimpanzee, I guess. No, Chrissy, that's not weird. I love animals. They are therapeutic. That's why, people have these emotional support animals and, therapy dogs. I love my little goat. Going over there and hanging out with her. I just go over and sit in the chair and hang out with her. I talk to my chickens, y'all. I talk to my goats, dogs, squirrels, the goose and duck. I talk to all animals. Animals respond to me talking to them, even the squirrels. So the little squirrel that hangs out the most on my porch, I noticed this morning, is a male squirrel. And he is fat, so he's not pregnant. And I could tell it was a male squirrel. Let's just put it that way. He has his butt up in the air. Myrtle Beach is kind of costly. I hang out in Wilmington, in Oak Island. Well, do you know Teen Mom? Isn't she from Wilmington? Janelle Evans. Seems like she used to go to Wilmington a lot on that show. She got back with her abusive husband. He's a freaking nut. He shot her dog and killed it because it bit at their little girl, scratched her or something. But you know what? You don't allow little kids to aggravate dogs and carry them around. You don't let kids do that. I would have never spoke to him again if he had killed one of my animals. I'd have called the police on him. Oak Island is where her mom lives. Oh, really? I've always tried to root for Janelle because I know she is a troubled soul and she's looking for someone to love her. But David is abusive and she's drawn to abusive men. I've been there, done that. But here she left David, was trying to get her life on track, and here she took the mofo back. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And I watched her channel, and her excuse was she couldn't afford the rent in Nashville, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and here David is back on the land, as they call it, living in her nice home with his daughter, and she was down in Nashville having to pay rent. His ass should have moved out. Him and his daughter could have went to his mom's or somewhere. It's her house. She bought it with her Teen Mom money. Everybody knows it. But now that she married him, probably half his is the truth now. His name's probably on it. She was probably that dumb not to get a prenup or anything. I used to watch that show a lot, but really the last couple seasons, I haven't watched it. Some of them get on my nerves, like Kaylin. I can't stand Kaylin on Teen Mom. Cannot stand her. I could not stand Farrah when she was on there either. She is a freaking lunatic. That girl is a lunatic. She wouldn't even let the MTV production crew use her restroom. Just like a couple people that had followed her around for years and worked with her. She made them use a porta potty outside. Well, all they do is just show off their money on there now and go on vacations. Hey, you're supposed to be showing teens why not to get pregnant. I don't know. I just think it gives teen girls the wrong idea. At first, the show did show like the hardships of being a teen parent stuff, but not so much anymore. I don't think. I haven't watched for the longest time. Me either. I missed Sister. Well, I didn't miss Sister Wives last night. I kind of fell asleep. I had it on, but wasn't half paid attention because I was listening to something on YouTube. But anyways, I gotta go back and watch that. Cody's really getting on my nerves this season. It's been nothing but crap about moving and arguing on Sister Wives this season. It's been annoying. And probably next season it'll be about moving because they probably will go back to Utah, where they're from. Now that I think polygamy was decriminalized or something, they'll probably go back there. Bye, Emily. Have a good day. Faithful one. I'll be watching Taco Podcast in a little while. Had a busy Sunday playing catch up wheel. Yeah, that's what I do a lot. Like, I listen to stuff while I'm working around the house and stuff. Chrissy that hates Farrah from Teen Mom. Oh my gosh, the things that she has exposed her daughter to is unreal. Farrah is a nut job. She's got a good dad, but her mom's a little crazy. But Sophia, her daughter, Sophia's dad was killed. I don't even think he got to meet Sophia. He got killed in a car wreck. But Sophia has never been able to socialize with people her own age. It's always been her and Farrah. Traveling the world, doing this and that. Now she's trying to make Sophia a kid star. Disney kid, whatever. Red Rum in here? I didn't see her. Hey, Red Rum. Yes, Red Rum's got a true crime channel. She does good true crime. She used to work as a private investigator. Did you see Dad with the phone call with Al's brother? T-Bag had a life insurance policy on Gannon. I was listening to Scott Reich's video, reading that affidavit, and I got interrupted, so I got to go back. But it seems like to me that she may have murdered that kid in his bedroom. They moved his body, from what I gathered from that video, to the garage and placed him in the back of the trunk. I was a Teen Mom fan. Can't believe it's still going on. How old are those girls now? Well, I'd say they're close to 30, Wendy B. You know what was so weird is, oh my God, let me think of their name. Caitlin and, God, what's his name? But anyways, okay, when they first came on the show, when Teen Mom first started happening, their mom and dad were married. They were stepbrother and sister. And he got her pregnant. And they're still together. What is his freaking name? Caitlin. And I cannot think of that dude's name. Yeah, it's like a crazy, crazy family. But the mom and dad, they got a divorce. Thank God. That was like years ago. Yeah, it was crazy. I can't believe Tyler. That's his name. Caitlin and Tyler. Yeah, they're from Michigan. Actually, Tyler, I think the show helped him become a productive adult because he wouldn't have had a chance with the parents they had. But anyways, their first child, they did an open adoption. And I think that's affected Caitlin. I think she regrets it. I don't like Caitlin. She's annoying. Yeah. She acts like she's the only person in the world that's got like problems, mental illnesses and stuff. Not everybody can just pack up and leave and take off to rehabs and stuff for months at a time, you know? She came home from that one place and then went straight back within a day or so, and her daughter hadn't seen her in a month or so. It was very selfish of her when she could have went to therapy every day in her own city. Yeah, she's selfish. And the way, okay, so every year through this open adoption, they get to see that little girl. But the people that adopted her didn't seem to like that too much. And I can understand that. I can understand that. But now I think Caitlin and Tyler are finally backing off from that once a year visit. Maybe they're going to let the little girl decide if and when she wants to see her biological parents again. I don't know. It's like a really weird situation. Bye, Will. Have a great day. But a woman who irritates me even more, Brooke, is Casey Anthony. Oh, Casey Anthony. She's a piece of crap, y'all. She murdered her child. She really did. Just like Megan Boswell has murdered little baby Evelyn. Gannon's case is heartbreaking. I'm glad I didn't follow that case closely. You know, I was all wrapped up in Fotis Dulos and Evelyn Boswell and Lori Vallow at the time. I don't think I could have took it, to be honest with you. I mean, it broke my heart. I cried and cried when they found Evelyn's remains. It still bothers me. Lori Vallow is on my shit list for now. Excuse my language. She brings it out of me. I know how you feel. I can't stand Lori Vallow. I can't stand Susan Smith. Susan Smith really gets me riled up. I can't stand that woman. They should have strapped her in a car and drowned her in the lake like she did her two poor innocent children. She's a piece of crap. Had all kinds. There's multiple STDs since being in prison. Slept with multiple correctional officers and inmates. She's a piece of crap. She is a monster. And she'll be up for parole soon. About 4 years, I think. Let me look and see. I'm pretty sure I saw that the other day. I can't stand that woman. Yeah, so she gets the possibility of parole after serving 30 years. Yeah, so like in about 4 years. She's not going to get paroled, though. Because all she does is deflect and blame other people. Susan Smith is a sick individual. She allowed her stepfather mess with her when she was a teenager. But you know what? Susan Smith carried on an affair with her stepfather. After she was 18, after she was gone out of the home, she still continued to mess with her stepfather. Something's wrong in this woman's brain. And she tried to use that as a sympathy tool, you know, for her defense and stuff. You know what? There's a lot of people that's grows up sexually abused and they don't continue to sleep with the person. Come on now. I think she started messing with her stepfather when she was about 16. Wasn't she a lovely girl? Yeah, she's a real piece of crap, Karen. I cannot stand Susan Smith. And the man that she wanted to be with, he didn't even want to be with Susan. And it wasn't just because she had kids, it was because of Susan's personality. Even if he hadn't have minded that she had kids, he still wouldn't have been with her because of her personality. He had a party at his house, and Susan wanted to make him jealous. She was in the hot tub with a coworker, a married coworker, started kissing that man. Boyfriend seen that. He was done with Susan. He knew what she was about. She even told him, she's like, I slept with your dad. I cannot remember that guy's name. I have all that wrote down somewhere. It'll come to me later. Yeah. He wasn't even an attractive man. Like when I was researching, I read they called him the most eligible bachelor in town. And I'm like, this guy is not attractive. Maybe they said it because he was from money, I guess. Susan Smith is definitely messed up in the head. Yeah. She's a freaking nut, yeah. Complete nut. I felt so sorry for Michael and Alex's dad. I mean, here he really believes someone kidnapped his kids, carjacked her. He had a really hard time with all that. Bless his heart. He remarried, and I think he has other kids now. I saw an interview with him, but he said, he thinks about Michael and Alex every day, of course. He was sweet. The morning she confessed, they had just done a TV interview, and she was sitting on the couch with him, holding his hand. Well, after that interview, she told her family and stuff that she had to run an errand, but she really went and met with the sheriff at the church. And that's when she confessed. Yeah. He was sitting there comforting her that morning on that couch. And a few hours later, she confessed to murdering their children. You talk about deceit. God, can you imagine? Me too. You go back and watch those interviews, knowing what you know now. It's heartbreaking for him. And if you go back and watch them, you can tell she is completely lying in front of the camera. She doesn't make eye contact. She's crying, but there's no tears. There's no tears. She kills me in one of those interviews. She said, I just want my babies back. Mom and Daddy miss you so much. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I got a country accent, but I hope I don't sound like that damn bitch. I mean, she sounds damn ignorant as hell. Who did that reading, Brooke? Susan's the narcissist. Yeah, she probably thinks she's going to get out of prison. I watched an interview with the prison guard that got fired over her. And let me tell you, Susan set him up because she wanted to be transferred to where her girlfriend went or something. So she slept with that man, that guard. Come on to him. He slept with her one time. He went on vacation. While he was on vacation, Susan reported it. Then Susan got her way. She got transferred or whatever, I think. Whatever she wanted. I'll have to go back and watch the interview. But my point is, she set him up to get what she wanted. Oh, Lord, Brooke. I know what you're talking about. I know that channel. You can't pay no attention over there, girl. That's all I say. She's not, I mean, I will say this, she's not a very nice person. I've lurked and watched, she's can be pretty vile. The guard was worse. They said he was doing a job. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the guard. Yeah, he's a piece of crap, too, of course. Oh, thank you, Black Rose. I hope you're doing good, honey. Oh, Chrissy, we love you. I always worry about you when I don't see you in chat. Yeah, I saw some not so nice things said over there and stuff. Pretty vile. That's not my cup of tea when I hear people talking so vulgar and I cuss a little bit. I might get mad and cuss, but some of the things that people say is just disgusting to come out of a woman's mouth or a man's mouth. I'm not down for that. I was raised different. I might get mad and say bitch or something like that. Sometimes I might even say the F word. Some of these people are just plain vile and vulgar. I just can't respect that. I'm sorry, I just can't. Oh, crap. I dropped something. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here and go to visit, probably do a little video and put up on my other channel and get some work done around here. Can I ask you one suggestion for a good YouTube channel? I'm running out of things to watch. Well, if you like animal channels, check out, there's Petra, the African Gray, Max the Cockatoo. If you want to watch something interesting, check out the Girl Scout murders in Oklahoma. There's documentaries. Yeah, Denise Rainey. She's a good crime channel. Yeah, she comes in here. Denise does. 411 Now, Red Rum Media. I like to watch documentaries. Anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. Be safe. Praying for everybody that's sick. And I will see y'all in the morning. We may talk about the Girl Scout murders in the morning and probably a few topics, whatever's going on in the true crime section. Oh, Mel's got a funny channel. If you're looking for funny videos to watch, check out her. Bye, Very Mary, Annie, Lightfeather, Brooke, everyone else. Love you guys. Be kind. Peace. Bye, Shay Shay, Pamela.